It is the pre-rut, and things are heating up here at the Proving Grounds too. Man, this time of year, you just gotta be in the woods. We're hunting a travel corridor. Bucks are moving more hours out of the day, looking for a receptive doe. These travel corridors are key. It's not only travel corridors, it's pinch points. This is an incredible pinch point we found here just a few days ago. Came in and hung a new stand right here, based on the sign and the terrain. Right behind us here, there's a deep drainage. And we're right on the head of this drainage, and with this northwest cold wind, our scent is coming down off the valley and going right down that drainage. And there's a heavy trail just on the upside of this drainage, and then a hardwood bowl with a couple flats out in front of us. This is just a great place to be during the pre-rut when bucks are cruising, checking scrapes, looking for receptive does. Had a good hunt yesterday morning. Bucks checking scrapes, hunting in a travel corridor, saw a lot of action. This morning was in a travel corridor, saw several deer. We're actually just a few ridges down from that, but kind of hunting that same travel corridor. I may throw a couple blind grunts this afternoon. This is just a great situation for it. With this drainage, very unlikely anything's going to come downwind or try to get downwind. If they do try to get downwind, they're going to swing right by us. So this is a good situation to blind grunt, blind rattle. Didn't bring antlers or a bag or anything, but have a grunt call. Maybe blind grunting. Rarely blind grunt unless we have some type of barrier where deer cannot swing downwind. There's a couple bucks in the area. Big old mature buck we call Gravedigger. Double barrel could show up. Lucky. There's a wide 8. Who knows? It's the pre-rut. There could be a buck in here that's cruising through that we haven't picked up on our mulch mobile yet. But it doesn't get any better than this. So we're gonna sit down, start scanning the timber, listening for those crunching leaves. That's great. What a hunt. Went in there looking for a buck, mature buck, and when you know it, old Gravedigger, big old mature buck. He doesn't have much for antlers because he's probably on that downhill on antler development, but man, I could see him about 80 yards through the timber and just saw his big shoulders and immediately knew he was a big old mature buck. And then I got his antlers through the gap, knew it was a buck we call Gravedigger. Gravedigger's been active in that bull, has several Moultrie mobile pictures and videos of him coming up out of there. It's the pre-rut, and he was hanging really close to a doe. He had likely found a doe that was close to be receptive, or she was receptive, and he was tending her, just hanging right there close. That doe was feeding on acorns, but he was sitting tight to her. We're going to be back at it in the morning. Maybe we'll catch up with old Gravedigger or another buck.